Hey everybody, I'm out here on my front porch today and I removed my valve cover off the Prelude and I've cleaned it, scraped it, and I'm going to refinish it. I took it down, I got all the loose paint off. Everything that's left is nice and solid and it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to continue to clean it up, continue to degrease it, and then I'm going to spray some primer on it. And I've got a wrinkle coat. And then I think I'm going to paint this red. We'll see how that looks. If I don't like it, I can always change it to back to black. But for now, I'm just going to get it nice and clean. Lots of degreaser on this thing. Let it sit, scrub it with a toothbrush, and we'll go from there. Okay, here's the engine with the valve cover removed. It actually looks pretty good. I also got some new spark plugs. I might change those out right now since it might be a little bit easier. I don't know if I can find a spark plug ratchet extension in order to do it, but we'll see. So I'm just letting that cover dry, and like I said, I'll prime it and start the painting process. Okay, I got one of the plugs out. I don't think they're too bad, but definitely not as nice as the new ones. These are NKG. I know that that is what is recommended for this car, so that's what I picked up. So I'm going to go ahead and look up what the gap for this is supposed to be and gap it and put them in. Okay, I've got the new plugs in, and this is about as prepped as this thing is going to get without stripping the whole thing. But the majority of this paint is really stuck on there good. So in my opinion, that's the best foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this with some primer. I'm going to go ahead and paint over this, and then at the very end you just take some sandpaper and you scratch it off and clean that up in the process. So time to get out the primer. Alright, this thing is primed and I got some of this wrinkle finish. It's supposed to be good to 400 degrees. I don't know, we'll see. It's very wet right now. It's not quite the factory texture, but it's really the only way that I could try to replicate this. So I'm going to let this dry, then I think I'm going to spray a coat of red over top, and we'll see how that looks. It's going to be the same red that I used in the GTR, so definitely add a bunch of horsepower by changing this to red. So I gotta let this dry for a while. Stay tuned. I also picked up a new gasket kit. This was the more complete one that includes all of the gaskets. They all seem to be okay on this car. I don't think they're too awful old, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace everything since I have the kit here. And I got this on eBay. It wasn't terribly expensive, maybe 15 bucks or something like that. Maybe 12 bucks, I think it was. So definitely worth it to replace everything as long as I have it open. Alright, this thing is mostly dry. I spent about 20 minutes holding the heat gun on it. I'm actually really happy with the way the wrinkle finish turned out. Bit of change of plans. I decided I liked this black finish so much that I'm going to leave it, and I'm just going to paint this logo right here red. I've never seen it done before, and I think it's going to offer a nice clean appearance versus painting this whole thing red. This is definitely more of a factory finish, but I think I prefer this red over silver. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, this is done and drying. I think I like it. I got my Van Gogh palette out here. Painstaking, tedious, but that's the kind of stuff I like to do. Got a couple coats on there, and it's pretty much dry, as is the whole rest of this thing. It's pretty much dry to the touch. So I think I like it black with the red lettering and logo. So I guess the next time you see this thing, it'll be put back on with the new gasket kit and in place. So we give that probably about another 15 minutes, let that lettering dry, and then start to assemble it. Okay, another project is a wrap. Started this up. It doesn't appear to be leaking anywhere, which is good. Started right up. Hopefully the new spark plugs will make a bit of a difference. Probably won't be able to tell, but looks like they were needing to be replaced anyway, so I don't know. What do you think? Would it have looked better red or black? Well, let me know. Leave some comments. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we will catch you on the flip side.
Oh, come on, damn it! Oh, that sounds good.